Commanders, thank you for joining us today on Commanders Hub Episode 4. Today we'll be talking about the new patch, D27, that has just hit the galaxies, and with it a ton of really cool content. With us today we have DesignerDunsel, Designer Data, and a new addition, CowboyKirk. Thank you for joining us today, guys, and thank you, CowboyKirk, for joining. One of the first questions I want to ask you is about the extended station research tree now that we're introducing with patch 27. And of course, a lot of really cool new nodes to expand your power, your station. Core designers around this. What are your thoughts on it?
Hey, Patrick. Great to be here. I would say that the new research tree very much is all in the light of cost efficiency improvements. We've listened to you guys and we've heard you pretty clear around the G4 experience at the moment. And so the station research tree expansion that we're looking at right now and that we're releasing here is very much focused on anything that has to do with improving costs and introducing bonuses to get through and to G4. Most important aspect here, of course, is the repair cost efficiency, but there's more in it. There's the cost efficiency for basically all soft currency along all of our vectors. There is cost efficiency for materials, for ships in particular. And then in addition, there are speed bonuses for modules, research, ship construction, and even ship tier up. There's a little bit of quality of life in there with station resource protection. Lastly, quite a bit of station combat performance as well, both for the attacker and defender. The focus of this research tree is very much on G4. So most of those bonuses are exactly for our G4 players. So this, of course, is very much an extension to the research tree, the station research tree. And as an extension, this allows us to also look at a lot of player feedback and address a lot of the concerns and the gameplay that our players are experiencing in those level ranges. So we are very much focusing on our G4 players here and are focusing on providing a better experience.
Perfect. I think a lot of the players will be very happy. I know we've had a lot of conversations on Discord about what's happening with the G4, and it felt a bit neglected lately, and I'm really happy that we're making this extension. A lot of players will be super happy about it. Thanks for that, Designer Data. I'm sure to see a lot of interesting conversations now happening with the nodes themselves. It's something that every time we do an extension of a research tree or we add a different research tree, there's a lot of new strategies that's coming up, and I know a lot of the meta changes as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this works out. To move on to something new that's been added to the game. It was actually part of the roadmap that we had mentioned back in September of last year. It's something that a lot of the players have requested, so I'm really excited to talk about this. And obviously, I'm talking about the second builder. So to be able to build two buildings simultaneously.
Yeah, Panic. We're very excited to offer this functionality to our players. It's pretty common feature in a lot of different games, and just makes players' lives a lot easier, and accelerates people's progress a bit too. So it's something that we're happy to offer in Star Trek as well. It allows me to get that much more done in a day, and even my alliance helps work on the second queue. So I'll be able to my alliance's participation in my building queues is even more important. Just one of those powerful features that we're happy to offer here.
Do you expect any kind of strategy to be changed because now players will have one additional queue for buildings? Because I know a lot of players actually are very strategic behind what they build and how they build it. So is there anything that you feel players are going to change?
Well, like I mentioned with the alliance helps, you'll definitely want to maximize the amount of benefit you get from this. So speeding up once in a while, once I've at maximum helps. That's usually how I play myself. So I expect players, you'll want to do that here too. I'm really excited to see how players end up optimizing their progression, because it just doubles the opportunity for you to make those kind of tiny improvements if you're at lower levels and you're getting resources off of hostiles, or higher levels, whatever building strategies people are using at those tiers. Just double the opportunity. So really excited about that.
I don't expect much of the strategy to change, but what normally happens is that the first priority and the second priority you have now just get slotted in at the same time. There is one additional option that you have now, which is allowing you to have a longer build progress happening, while there's also the ability to have more short-term upgrades for events and the like, without having to cancel the longer action. But apart from that, I don't expect many changes just based on the second queue.
Yes, so I'm also curious to see, depending on the level that a player is, obviously it changes too. Like even lower level players will enjoy this as well. Like actually get fast. Actually, it's a really cool way for them to progress faster into the higher levels and compete with higher level players.
And I would recommend, like, this is going to be, if there's any feature you can acquire in Star Trek, this is going to be one of the most useful ones. So I heartily recommend it for lower level players looking to kick up their progression.
I just also wanted to call out that looking at having a sneak peek at the roadmap, there's a lot more features that we're going to be adding in the coming months that are specific to player requests that we've had over on our channels. And I know that this has been one of them. I'm excited to at some point announce what the new features are going to be. So it's great to see. It's great to see one of them coming in. We're definitely going to have at some point another roadmap update from the team, so we'll be able to get into more detail then. All right, great. Thanks, guys, for that. Cowboy, new events. I'm really excited for the server milestone event, but obviously you can give us more insights on that. I know this is something that we've done in the past, and I feel it was very successful. I found it very, very fun to band together with my own server and to try and outbeat those other pesky players from the other server. But what are we doing this time around?
Yeah, I think we're all really excited on the team for this, and it's something we've been working towards for a long time, right? In the past, we've sort of thrown together a solution to get across the finish line with an external website leaderboard, as well as a server versus server event. But now is the first time that we've really integrated this functionality into the game. And I think it aligns perfectly with what's going on narratively, right? We're in the original series, and something big is coming that's going to really require you to come together with the other people on your instance. It doesn't matter if you have a rival alliance or if your arch nemesis is also on the server with you. You really need to come together and accomplish a bigger goal. And that's what the server-wide milestone allows us to do. So expect some really engaging, fun events that allow us to index on this and really have everyone come together to accomplish a goal bigger than just themselves or their alliance.
You say arch nemesis. I feel this is personal. Maybe you've targeted someone on another server.
I'm targeting you. I'm targeting you.
I'm trying to hide myself as much as I can. We have a new type of event that's about to hit the galaxies now with patch 27, and that is ticketed events as well. So, CowboyKirk, how is that going to work?
Absolutely. So this is another piece of functionality that we're really excited about, and it's something that we've been sort of chewing on since the debut of the event store, some time ago. When we first launched the event store, it was the first chance for us to really put the choice in players' hands as far as what they wanted their rewards to be. With the introduction of ticketed events, we get to once again put the choice into players' hands as what they want their activity to be. So every day they're going to be able to log into the game and see several ticketed events in one event bucket. And with a ticket that they'll be able to get for free, they can choose one ticketed event and really just choose their activity. So it's kind of an event store sort of for events. And so we're really excited about that. Anything we can do to really provide players with more choice is something that we're constantly striving to do.
Awesome. I can't wait for these to come in. Ticketed events is something that I have never experienced before as well. So I'm glad to see it coming into Star Trek Fleet Command. And of course, one more thing that I'd love to talk about is the new Doomsday Hostels. Cue very scary music. So what are these all about? Like, I know we're going to have new systems. These hostiles are going to be in those systems. Now, are these hostiles going to be armadas? Are they going to be super strong hostiles like the Borg? Is it going to be a Borg cube? No, I'm just joking. But what are these what are these hostiles going to be?
Yeah, so this is another feature that we're releasing in M27 that we're really excited about. And so what players can expect are some new Doomsday systems, 10 of which are going to house these new Doomsday hostels. And I think this is going to be something that is really new for players because the art team really went all out with these guys. They're going to be Doomsday worms, which just look like the creepiest hostels you've ever seen in the game to date. And they are stronger than your average hostel, so be sure to bring your best. and we're really excited to see the gameplay that evolves from this. So expect some awesome PvE as well as PvE leaderboards within these events, as well as just other events that drive you to engage with these as much as you possibly can.
I gotta say, I saw the art renders for these new hostiles just last week, and that's actual nightmare fuel. I don't know what we were actually it's like they're absolutely terrifying, these guys. Like I saw the Doomsday thing the Doomsday episodes when I was a kid, and that the episode was terrifying enough as it is, and this is just compounding on all those childhood fears. So I gotta say.
Yeah, and so not only do we have these awesome new systems and these new hostels that we can engage with this month, but there is so much more to come in terms of new systems, new hostels, crazy new art, and crazy new events that are really going to push our players to the limit and create an experience that we've never seen before.
It is Doomsday after all, so I'm glad there's more coming. As you commanders, as you just saw, like I put up some artwork here to see the amount of work our team has done. So I want to give a big shout out to them as well, obviously, as the team that has put this amazing content together. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been a pleasure. CowboyKirk, thank you for joining us on one of our episodes of Commanders Hub. And of course, DesignerDunsel and DesignerData. It's been a pleasure as always. Commanders, for any of your questions, you know where to find us on Discord or on our social channels, or just in the comments below. Let us know what you think. Let us know what else you'd like to listen to. And of course, let us know your feedback. You know where to find me. You know where to find us. And we hope you enjoy this new patch. Live long and prosper, Commanders.